Hello everyone and welcome. It's Shanna. So glad you're here today. Now I mentioned on my channel that I had made a change in my craft room and that I thought I would be bringing a video to my channel showing the update that I'd made in my craft room. In my previous videos, I've talked about a couch that I wanted to get rid of, and I have finally made that transition. So I'm just gonna get my camera turned around and I'll show you the changes and we'll just kind of go through my craft room. Well, this was the only picture I could find in my craft room, and this was actually before it turned into a craft room. Okay, so as you enter my craft room, you actually have a step down. This is off of my great room, and it is a sunroom that we enclosed. I've talked about that before on my channel, but it basically kind of goes out into my backyard. You can kind of see it there. So we'll just start on this wall here and kind of give you a little view. My craft room, it actually doubles as a guitar studio room because I do play guitar and I have all my guitar stuff in here. And so that's what it is. And I've got this little sign up here that I made for when I am videoing, because my husband said, I never know when you're videoing. So I've got that sign there and I actually hang it outside of the room when I'm videoing so that he doesn't come right in and talk. So right here, this is just some cubes with some of my plants. I've got some of my music in there, my planner, and just some instructional sheets and stuff like that that I've got in there. And then my desk, I've got a FlexiSpot desk, which is an electric desk. It raises and lowers so that I can stand while I craft. And it doesn't have drawers because it is an electric desk. So I just picked this up at TJ Maxx so that I would have a drawer. And then I also got that at TJ Maxx. I've had that for a while. And so I've got that up there just so I can have some storage space. And then I just got this card in the mail. It was part of a fall card exchange through Crafty Friends of LV Handcrafted. And I was excited to get that in the mail. So I'm going to have that on display. And then I've just got this We Are Memory Keepers glass board here. I really want to get a white one that is bigger. I think I would like, in my videoing, I would like a white one. I think it would look better. And then I've just got my iPad there with my camera mount there, a little spin thing for all of my tools that I need to grab a hold of real quick. I think in my last video I had done away with that, but I've decided to bring it back. And I've had it back for a while and I like it better. And then I've got my laptop that I use. And then I moved my markers over here. I'll try to pop some pictures in of kind of my old setup because I've done multiple videos, but I've got all my markers here. And this unit was made by my stepfather, who does some woodworking and makes some things for me as I request. And then I've just got a cork board with mostly Cricut tools and stuff like that on there. And then this is kind of my die cutting and my glimmer area. So I've got my Platinum Spellbinders Platinum 6. And I've got my glimmer machine. I think I failed to mention on top, sorry, I'm moving fast. On top of this, I've got my fuse. I've only had that probably maybe a week. I was fortunate enough to get that and get it ordered, and I've been able to do some foiling with that. So you can see my backyard out there. We're starting to get things put away for winter. So, and then this is just my paper towel that I just created a little hanger for. And then I've got another one of those white kind of cube units that my stepfather made for me for my paper, and I've got it organized. And then over here I've got like all of my most used dies that I want to have them right handy. And I've got my glimmer plates and my plates for my spellbinders and just some different things there. And this little, I don't know what this is. It's a little stackable thing that you can just kind of line them up in. I think I found that at TJ Maxx as well. And then just some of my cards on display. And then I've got this big, I'm going to step back, this big bookcase here. That was an addition, I think, at my last video that I did, just so that I would have some more space. And I made some of those, I took some of those bins that you get real inexpensively and added some of the wood to it, like I have in my room on my walls and stuff, just to kind of make it look more custom. And I just needed more space. I've got some paper down there and a paper holder and the plastic thing has got like my specialty paper in, and then this just has some scraps, and it's also got my ink blending box that I use. And up here I've just got some, this is a bunch of a set of fall cards that I did, a little box that I made with Crafty Friends of LV, a recent card I blended with Gina K. And then I've got my Spellbinders Advent box there, anxiously awaiting that. And then just some cards I made. Now up here I've got just a spice rack that I've got like my paints and my embossing powders on, and my mica sprays and that. And then I've got, whoops, get my finger out of the way. I've got my Distress Oxides in that white cabinet, and I've got my Gina K and some other inks there, and then just my flour. And then of course, you know, I've got my gel polish so I can do my nails, and foam, and then my sewing machine, and just some other things. I've got my card kits down there, and then the two smaller ones have cards. I've got all of my Christmas cards in there, and there are a bunch. I've done a bunch. I'm going to do a little card making day with my friends where we're going to make some Christmas cards so they'll have them. And then this is just, you know, beads, my crocodile, gift bags, glue, mug rugs, open projects, stuff like that. And I moved my Cricut over here. It was over here in this area, and I had to move it so I could put those markers. The markers were on my desk. I didn't like them on there. That's an incredibly heavy storage unit, and I wanted to get it off my desk. Since I'm raising and lowering my desk, I didn't want that heavy weight on there, so I moved that. And then I've got my Cricut presses up there, my Cricut markers, and some cards I've done, and my Best Nana sign, and then some cards up there, and some Cricut projects that I've made up there. Some really kind of intense Cricut projects that I made. Of course, me and my husband, that's one of our cruise pictures. And then this is my feature wall, which is basically for all my music stuff and everything. And then I've got, the whole reason why I finally pulled the trigger on getting rid of the sofa is I always have to bring this heater out in the winter time, and I'm juggling everything all the time. Well, I found a good space for the couch. My sister needed one. It was actually a sofa sleeper. So I pulled it out, and I did bring a chair in because I like to have a chair to sit in when I'm playing guitar. And then I've just got a little poof, which is just an extra place for somebody to sit if they want. And then I've got this wall here. And then just some, I've got some guitars. The Loog is my granddaughter's guitar, and then a ukulele for my grandson, and just my amplifiers. I've got a Spark amp, and then my, this is my favorite guitar. It's an Epiphone. It's red. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. This was my first one here. And then this one was just a friend that had it that was selling it. So this is basically what my craft room looks like. Now I've got this set of drawers underneath here that has been added too. And I've also got kind of a disaster waiting to happen here. Let me see if I can get a hold of it. I like to, when I'm working with a kit, I like to lay it all out on this board so I can see what I have and what's available as I'm working with cards. And I say it's a disaster waiting to happen because if it tips over, I'm going to have this stuff all over the floor. And I've just got, I had it sitting on my guillotine cutter, which is on top of that. And I just will that card out as I need it, and actually set it kind of beside my desk when I'm working here just to give me some more space and I can cut and everything. But I've got the weekend, I've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to work on this Make It Merry kit where I have all this ephemera and all these embellishments laying out. So I've got them laid out. I need to get to work on it, and then I need to get this put up before my grandkids get here, or it will be a disaster. Now, as I was cleaning in here to prepare for this, I mean, because you know, you got to prepare for a craft room video because a craft room isn't always organized. I try to keep it fairly organized, but I've got these two things of just scraps and stuff. I mean, is it really a craft room if you don't have this kind of stuff laying around? Anyway, but that way I can just reach and grab at it. But I was cleaning and I was like, oh my goodness, the spiders. And so I actually got some Home Defense and while I was cleaning, and got it sprayed on the inside and the outside because I know that, you know, the spiders are wanting to come in since it's cold. I've got my little label maker there as well. So I'll just kind of pan the room. I've got these windows. I've talked about it before. This was open on two walls to the outside, and my dad and I took and enclosed it, and we put these windows and this door in. And we just enclosed it so that I would have a room that I could use all year round. And then my son-in-law helped me with the wood. We just took plywood and just stripped it into slats, and I stained it all, and we just put it in there, kind of like a stained shiplap type look. I really wanted kind of a boho theme, and so that's what I did in here. And I really like how it turned out. I think it's pretty. I think it's very different. It's not what you would normally see in craft rooms. You know, a lot of times you'll see everything all white, or, you know, some really pretty color like pink or teal or something like that. But this kind of suits my needs, and I like it. I've got lots of plants in here. I like plants, and I've got them, and just got them tucked in different spaces. So this is my craft room space. It's not large. I think I measured it, and it's like 11 by 10. So I mean, it's a decent size. I'm really pleased to have it, happy to have it. And I don't have all the fancy things. I mean, I couldn't, you know, none of this is IKEA. I went to IKEA several times to try and buy, but you can't, the white stuff is rarely in. So I went with the Michael's drawer unit there. And then these are like mainstay cube units from Walmart, and they work just fine. So I like them. So I just thought I'd bring you along and show you the changes. Now I will try if I can locate some pictures of some previous versions of it, just to show you what it looked like. Because, you know, we're never really satisfied with where our craft room is at, and we constantly are changing it. So anyway, so this is just a quick view of it. I welcome any comments, any suggestions, anything that you have that might be helpful. But I think getting that extra space, getting that sofa sleeper out of here, just really gave me a lot more space, and it just seems more open, and I just feel like I can breathe a little bit better. So I hope you like it. I hope you all have a nice place to do your crafting, whether it be at your dining room table, in your kitchen, in a spare bedroom, or whatever, because it's just fun to craft, and you don't need a great big space to do it in. So take care. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.